brought to you by Carriage Crossing Senior Living.
Calling all superheroes, it's time to lace up your shoes, and it's happening in your community with this year's ALS Walk. And Harsha Gujaral, also known as Batman, is here with all the details. Welcome back.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm good, but I feel a little underdressed, honestly.
Well, that's okay. I'm actually burning up here.
I bet so. Well, let's talk a little bit about why you are dressed like Batman.
You know, the ALS Association is hosting their walk on September 26th this year. And the theme is always superheroes. What can we do for ALS? And so last year I was Superman. This year I'm Batman.
Well, there you go. And last year you were actually here with your mom.
Yes.
And so unfortunately she
passed away in March 13th. And I typically cry when I say that, but I am going to be strong today. But I did ask for an empty chair to signify her and her spirit.
Yeah.
And so we're here to celebrate Team Kamari.
And she was so excited about being here last year.
It was so funny. I was watching the video from last year, and she had never been on TV. So she kind of ignored you, and she kept watching herself on TV. She kept looking at this and that, and I just was rolling watching it. So
well, and I know that she is loving and appreciating all the work that you're continuing to do on her behalf with your work with the ALS Walk. So for those who aren't familiar with ALS, I mean, it's just a devastating disease.
It's commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease, and there is no cure. It's 100% fatality. Typically, people can live anywhere from 2 to 5 years at the most. My mom was given a 1 to 2 year life expectancy, and she passed away exactly 1 year and 2 weeks away from diagnosis to death.
Really?
So we made her last year of life very big. We celebrated everything that we possibly could, and part of that was the ALS Walk. And it's kind of like the breast cancer walk. You can't get more inspirational than that, to see people of all walks of life come together to fight a disease that has no cure. It's just amazing. It's amazing how this community came together for that cause.
I'm sure it was. And it will be again this year, although on a kind of a different scale than normal years.
Yes.
How's this walk going to be different?
Well, unfortunately, the coronavirus has changed our lives in many ways. So rather than hosting a big community walk this year, they're going to ask neighborhoods to get together and do neighborhood walks. So my walk will be in Danville, but there are a couple of walks going on here in Champaign, and I highly encourage you to go to the ALS Association website, and you can find out exactly where the walks are. Like I said, mine is in Danville, and I would love to have people there.
Well, yeah, and the tagline, coming to a neighborhood near you.
Yes.
I love that. But you, keeping with the superhero theme, every one that registers is going to get a superhero supply box.
Yes.
So
well,
what's the point of that?
Well, in the supply box, there's all sorts of neat things. There's masks, there's signs that you can put up to help you put your walk together. There's all sorts of neat little things in there. There's giveaways that you can give to walkers. It's actually a very cool concept that the ALS Association has come up with this year. So it's really neat.
And it's all for a good cause.
It's a great cause.
Help fight to find a cure and to help those who are living with the disease. And our condolences to you and to your family, because we know how special mamas are. Yeah. And we got to fight this disease. There's so many diseases out there that need our support. This is one of them. And we will have all the details on this year's walk to help support and find a cure for ALS on our Facebook page. Harsha, thank you so much. Oh, excuse me, Batman.
You can call me Bruce right now if you want to.
Well, coming up next.